Light rain showers. Cloud. Scattered 1,900 feet. Floating 3,200 feet. Temperature 10. Dew point 08. kHz 986. Manchester at 1920. Corrected automatic. Wind 270 degrees. 19 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 3,100 feet. Scattered 3,700 feet. Spoken 4,400 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 08. kHz 1002. Northeast. At 1920. Wind 290 degrees. 22 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 3,500 feet. Temperature 11. Dew point 06. kHz 994. At 1920. Wind 290 degrees. 33 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 3,600 feet. Scattered 4,500 feet. Temperature 10. Dew point 07. kHz 997. Covington at 1050 automatic. Wind 270 degrees. 17 knots. Gusting to 27 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud. No cloud detected. Temperature 12. Dew point 06. kHz 1000. With Military 1 times Lot 1 information broadcast. Eyes Norton at 1920. Wind 250 degrees 5 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 3,700 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 06. kHz 1006. Northeast. Hold at 1920 automatic. Wind 260 degrees. 12 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud. No cloud detected. Temperature 12. Dew point 06. kHz 1006. Birmingham at 1920. Wind 270 degrees. 13 knots. Variable between 250 and 310 degrees. kHz. Temperature 12. Dew point 07. kHz 1005. Arcus at 1920 automatic. Wind 290 degrees. 21 knots. Gusting to 31 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 2,900 feet. Temperature 13. Dew point 08. kHz 1009. Midlands at 1920. Wind 250 degrees. 21 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Light rain. Cloud. Scattered 2,900 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 07. kHz 1003. Now at 1050. Wind 290 degrees. 32 knots. Gusting to 46 knots. Visibility 1. With Military 1 times Lot 2 information broadcast. Anna India Lake at 1920. Wind 070 degrees. 3 knots. KHZ. Temperature 22. Dew point 17. kHz 1016. Northeast. Pretoria at 1050. Wind 290 degrees. 5 knots. KHZ. Temperature 24. Dew point 18. kHz 1016. Northeast. Addis at 1920. Wind 150 degrees. 6 knots. Variable between 110 and 210 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 4,500 feet. Temperature 10. Dew point 01. kHz 1002. Anya at 1920, wind 260 degrees 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud to 1,800 feet. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1018. Altad at 1920, wind 140 degrees 10 knots. Variable between 100 and 1900 degrees. Cover K. Temperature 12. Dew point 01. QNH 1000. RA at 1930. Wind variable at 2 knots. Cover K. Temperature 22. Dew point 13. QNH 1020. Delta at 1920 automatic. Wind 250 degrees 12 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud. No cloud detected. Temperature 25. Dew point 16. QNH 1019. Almaty International at 1930. Wind 330 degrees 11 knots. Cover K. Temperature 24. Dew point 20. QNH 1016. Northeast. To November Zulu Victor at 1920. Wind 190 degrees 12 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Light rain showers. Cloud 900 feet. Broken. Cumulonimbus 1,500 feet. Temperature 11. Dew point 09. QNH 975. Temporary rain showers. Cloud. Broken. Cumulonimbus 1,400 feet. On time at 1920. Wind 110 degrees 19 knots. Gusting to 38 knots. Variable between 070 and 140 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud to 4,100 feet. Temperature 10. Dew point 01. QNH 983. Wind shear runway 09. This is Military 1 times Lot 2 information broadcast. Anna India Lake at 1920. Wind 070 degrees 3 knots. Cover K. Temperature 22. Dew point 17. QNH 1016. Northeast. Kachiri at 1050. Wind 290 degrees 5 knots. Cover K. Temperature 24. Dew point 18. QNH 1016. Northeast. The Foss at 1920. Wind 150 degrees 6 knots. Variable between 110 and 210 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud to 4,500 feet. Temperature 10. Dew point 01. QNH 1002. Anya at 1920. Wind 260 degrees 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud to 1,800 feet. Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1018. Altad at 1920. Wind 140 degrees 10 knots. Variable between 100 and 1900 degrees. Cover K. Temperature 12. Dew point 01. QNH 1000. RA at 1930. Wind variable at 2 knots. Cover K. Temperature 22. Dew point 13. QNH 1020. Delta at 1920 automatic. Wind 250 degrees 12 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud. No cloud detected. Temperature 25. Dew point 16. QNH 1019. Almaty International at 19. This is Military 1 times Lot 3 information broadcast. Slavic at 1930, wind 240 degrees 7 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud through 2,800 feet, broken 4,800 feet, temperature 6, dew point 3, QMH1000. At 1900, wind 160 degrees 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud 800 feet, broken 4,700 feet, temperature 23, dew point 20, QMH1026. Move south at 1930, wind 070 degrees 16 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud through 2,500 feet, temperature 24, dew point 19, QMH1022 northeast. At 1930, wind 330 degrees 6 knots. Variable between 300 and 360 degrees. Visibility 1,200 meters of VR runway 17. More than 2,000 meters. Mist. Cloud. Broken 100 feet. Broken 400 feet. Temperature 17. Dew point 17. QMH1024. Pension Islands. No information available. Uniform light uniform at 1900, wind 100 degrees 4 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud broken 4,000 feet, temperature 26, dew point 21, QMH1006, northeast. Pleasant at 1920 automatic, wind 200 degrees 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud 4,100 feet, cloud type not available. Temperature 8, dew point 4, QMH1007. Charlie, India at 1900, wind 270 degrees 18 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud scattered 4,100 feet. Temperature 9, dew point -3, QMH1011 northeast. Hotels below, hotel new information available. Moon at the Park Alpha Zulu at 1930, wind 130 degrees 7 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud through 2,200 feet, temperature 21, dew point 18, QMH1027. Military 1 times lot 3 information broadcast. Slavic at 1930, wind 240 degrees 7 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud through 2,800 feet, broken 4,800 feet, temperature 6, dew point 3, QMH1000. At 1900, wind 160 degrees 9 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud 800 feet, broken 4,700 feet, temperature 23, dew point 20, QMH1026. Move south at 1930, wind 070 degrees 16 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more, cloud through 2,500 feet, temperature 24, dew point 19, QMH1022 northeast. At 1930, wind 330 degrees 6 knots. Variable between 300 and 360 degrees. Visibility 1,200 meters of VR runway 17. More than 2,000 meters. Mist. Cloud. Broken 100 feet. Broken 400 feet. Temperature 17. Dew point 17. QMH1024. Attention islands. No information available. Sierra Uniform Mike Uniform at 1900. Wind 100 degrees 4 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud broken 4,000 feet. Temperature 26. Viewpoint 21. From MH1006. Northeast. Pleasant at 1920 automatic. Wind 200 degrees 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 4,100 feet. Cloud type not available. Temperature 8. Viewpoint 4. QMH10. Military 1 times lot for information broadcast. Began at 1930. Wind 240 degrees 7 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 1,200 feet. Temperature 26. Viewpoint 24. QMH1012. Northeast. At 1930. Wind calm. Caval K. Temperature 21. Viewpoint 12. QMH1019. Hello International at 1930. Wind 030 degrees 12 knots. Caval K. Temperature 26. Viewpoint 17. QMH1017. Northeast. At 1000. Wind 220 degrees 6 knots. Variable between 200 and 280 degrees. Caval K. Temperature 30. Viewpoint 25. QMH1011. Attend Uniform Echo November. No information available. Hotel Sierra. No information available. At 1930. Wind variable at 1 knot. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered 1,900 feet. Scattered 8,000 feet. Temperature 18. Viewpoint 16. QMH1024. Northeast. Thief at 1900. Wind 150 degrees 12 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered 2,500 feet. Temperature 27. Viewpoint 21. QMH1015. Delta Romeo November. No information available. Foxtrot Tango Juliet at 1900. Wind 180 degrees 5 knots. Visibility 6 kilometers. Cloud 2,600 feet. Temperature 30. Viewpoint 24. QMH1009. Northeast. November Kilo Alpha at 1000. Wind 240 degrees 6 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Thunderstorm. Cloud 1,100 feet. November 2,000 feet. Temperature 28. Viewpoint 23. QMH1013. Temper. Visibility 5 kilometers. Thunderstorm with rain. 8 November Night Alpha. No information available. It is Military 1 times lot for information broadcast. Began at 1930. Wind 240 degrees 7 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud 1,200 feet. Temperature 26. Viewpoint 24. QMH1012. Northeast. At 1930. Wind calm. Caval K. Temperature 21. Viewpoint 12. QMH1019. Hello International at 1930. Wind 030 degrees 12 knots. Caval K. Temperature 26. 2.17 QMH1017 Mozambique. Tar at 18 wind 22 and 280 degrees. Cavalcade temperature 30 3.25 QMH1011. It's an uniform Echo November, no information available.